the future. Looking back, I can tell you right now, by 2040, we're all going to be dreaming in Mandarin, because China is going to take over the world. See, it starts happening in 2017 when the United States defaults on its debt. By 2020, it's basically Detroit. Fucking bankrupt. After that, North America just goes to shit. And guess who's sitting on a pile of savings ready to pick up all the pieces? Basically, by 2025, China owns whatever's left in North America, and by 2040, China runs the world. Or at least, that's the idea that led me to Beijing in April of 2013. Because that was the premise of a film I co-directed named Ghosts with Shit Jobs, written in the spring of 2009 by Jim Monroe, made with a small cohort of Toronto directors when the West was totally staring down the barrel of bailouts, financial collapse. The movie featured a dystopic future for North Americans who had to work as digital janitors, robot baby makers, human spammers, silk gatherers, all kinds of shit jobs.
And to survive, some of them have to do jobs that no one in China would do.
Good haul today. We got some good stuff, man. We had to work really hard. You should have seen this guy climbing like a spider monkey. All right, let's do it.
When the movie was released in May of 2012, it toured all over the place, from London to Tampa Bay to Seoul, started a lot of interesting conversations. But the one we were most interested in, what would a Chinese audience think, had to wait almost a year after release. So I'm here to present Ghosts with Shit Jobs. So I'm curious to go to the screening this afternoon and see what the reaction is like. Will people laugh? It's about their country taking over North America in the future. Not taking it over, but economically taking it over, which is pretty much the same fucking thing, right? We'll see how it goes. See, we got lucky enough to get into the Beijing International Film Festival. A big, shiny, brand new film festival with all the attendant galas and screenings, and with all the varying levels of success. We had 2 screenings. Our actress Kelly Spilchak and I went to one that was great, with lots of questions and a very engaged audience. But the other was actually quite poorly attended. It was stuck up on the 7th floor of some high-end mall during work hours. But it actually worked out, because it allowed me to watch the audience watch our film, experience it with them, and ask them some questions after. It's a pretty odd feeling to watch your own movie about a Chinese future with a Chinese audience. Who knows how the words are subtitled, how much is lost in translation? Would it anger them, piss them off? Who knows? But it didn't. They were quite philosophical about it all.
Well, it's just like the reverse version of the current situation. Just like the current Chinese people, it just looks like the Westerners in the movie. And really let me think a lot.
In the movie, in 2040, China basically runs the world. What do you think of that possibility of that happening?
只要敢想，都会发生。就好像中国的那种佛教一样，它事情是一个循环的，会是一个轮回。所有的都是在变动之中。
Well, in my opinion, I think the possibility isn't that big.
Oh, really?
Maybe Chinese people just get the same level with North America, but I don't think that Chinese people can get far beyond North Americans. And in the movies, the North Americans live even worse than African people. I think. Well, I really can't imagine that image.
I don't think it will really happen, but I don't want that make some of country to some third world country and make the people there feel very sad.
和平，更多的去考虑别人的感受，不要过多的只是相信自己见到的事情。
So, according to our audience, perhaps China's not going to completely run the world by 2040. And as much as sci-fi loves dystopia, the folks in the West won't be living in pup tents. More likely it'll be somewhere in between, but it'll be fascinating to watch the balance of all. Because who knows where the West is heading, and even a week-long walkabout in Beijing showed an energetic city under phenomenal growth, but faced with brutal pollution, traffic, and overcrowding. Smog you can see rolling into Beijing and settling there for days, extending 100 miles out of the city all the way to the Great Wall.
Holy crap.
It's basically the first world and the third world rammed into one place. High-end malls with $20,000 phones, packed camera conferences, streets full of high-end cars, surreal techno towers drowning in exhaust fumes. But they all get swept by the guy who's making 20 bucks a day and drives a putt-putt or a bike or nothing. The guy who can't even afford to go to the movies. The guy whose job it is to put scorpions onto sticks for tourists to eat. Now that is a shitty job. And I think that's the one thing I learned about the whole process, is that no matter what, whether it's in the future, in the past, or the present, in North America or China, that there is always going to be a shit job, and somebody has always got to do it.